Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video I'm going to be sowing giant sunflower seeds. Let's get straight into it. One of the great pleasures of growing plants as a kid was always growing sunflowers, just because of how fast they germinate and how big they grow. I think it's great for kids. But in the exotic garden, one of my aims is can I grow the tallest sunflowers possible? And for that reason I've gone with this variety of sunflower, which is called Pikes Peak. Now, Pikes Peak, you can get them quite easily online. I will leave a link in the description where I bought mine on Amazon. And the good thing about Pikes Peak is, number one, it's one of the tallest types of sunflower that you can grow. Up to 15 feet or 4.5 meters it can grow, and also it has the biggest seeds of any variety of sunflower, apparently, up to 1.5 inch. So I've collected these seeds. I'm in my 3rd year of sowing Pikes Peak, and each year I sow as many as possible, and I stagger the sowing over a number of weeks, just so I've got a longer growing season, a flowering season later in the year. Pikes Peak can flower for about 6 weeks, so I try to stagger it 3 or 4 weeks at a time and sow another batch. So these are seeds that I collected last year. Each year I will save the seed head of the tallest flower, collect the seeds, and then sow these seeds the following year. So regular multi-purpose compost, peat free of course, and I sow 2 in each cell and then thin out the weakest seedling. So I'm going to get on with that. I'll speed this bit up a little bit. Okay, while I'm getting on with this, I will put up a few pictures of sunflowers I've grown previously over the last couple of years, with my son in there for scale. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, most websites that sell Pikes Peak will tell you that you can grow plants of up to 15 feet or 4.6 meters, I think that is, in new money. Now, I've obviously not grown them that tall yet, but they've been taller than any other variety that I've grown. And my aim is, as I've mentioned, to continue to collect the seeds, and hopefully, if I collect the seeds of the tallest plant, in theory, over a few years, I should get better and better, taller and taller plants. There are other varieties of tall sunflowers that grow probably the same as Pikes Peak, Giraffe being one of them, but the difference between Giraffe and Pikes Peak is that Giraffe have thinner stems and will more than likely need staking and supporting, whereas Pikes Peak tends to have sturdier stems. I do stake some of them, but I have grown ones that are the stem is thick enough to not need staking, and I just think it looks better. So I would recommend these ones. There we go. I'll give that a water, put it on the shelf to germinate. They don't take very long, as you will be aware if you've grown sunflowers before. I will probably sow another batch in a few weeks, and I'll continue to sow them probably directly into ground then once we're into June, July. But I'll show you the ones that I've sown 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah, these are the seedlings that I sowed probably nearly a month ago now. I think some of them you can see I should have planted at a better depth, because they are a little bit, falling over, but looking good. And again, these will do really well. I'll protect them from slugs for as long as possible. Slugs love these, of course. I will be doing a video soon on what I do to keep slugs to a minimum. But anyway, Pikes Peak, the tallest sunflower, in my opinion, that you can grow. If you've enjoyed the content, please give this a like. Let me know which type of sunflowers you grow in the comments. Cheers.